4 days without working toilets, air conditioning, or even a functioning galley abroad, a nearly 10,000-ton U.S. Navy destroyer in the sweltering South China Sea. The USS Benfold lost power after an engineering failure last month, and the incident is now raising fresh questions about the strain on America's Navy that is already stretched by operations in West Asia and across the globe. This is a U.S. Navy warship built for combat. But for 4 days, the USS Benfold couldn't do something much more basic: power its own systems. According to the CNN report that quoted the U.S. 7th Fleet, the Arleigh-Burke-class guided missile destroyer suffered an engineering casualty involving its generators on the 24th of July, and the consequences were severe. As per the report, the ship lost the ability to maneuver on its own. Its toilets, air conditioning, galley services and portable water systems were also affected. All this in the blistering heat of the South China Sea. Temperatures in the region in late July reached roughly 32 to 37 degrees Celsius. The Navy says there were no injuries, but keeping hundreds of sailors functioning aboard a powerless warship in tropical heat was clearly a challenge. A fellow warship, the USS Robert Smalls, provided cooked meals. Other ships from the USS George Washington Carrier Strike Group also came to the Benfold's aid. After 4 days without power, the destroyer was towed to the Subic Bay in the Philippines for repairs. The Navy says that those repairs were completed on the 8th of August, and the ship has now returned to duty. But the cause of the failure remains under investigation. But remember, this isn't an isolated incident. In May this year, another Arleigh-Burke-class destroyer, the USS Higgins, also lost power and propulsion for several hours in the Indo-Pacific after an electrical system failure. These destroyers are the workhorses of the U.S. Surface Fleet. There are more than 70 Arleigh-Burke-class ships in service, each carrying roughly 329 to 359 sailors. But the timing is crucial. The U.S. Navy is already under pressure from its global commitments and the war with Iran. The USS George Washington Carrier Strike Group is heading toward West Asia to relieve USS Abraham Lincoln, which has reportedly spent more than 200 days without a port call during operations against Iran. And now, more alleged images and videos are circulating online claiming to show overflowing toilets, poor food, and declining facilities aboard American warships. The Navy has not confirmed the authenticity of those posts. However, these reports indicate that America's Navy is being asked to operate across more fronts, and every mechanical failure is becoming a reminder of just how heavily stretched the force may be.